Just walking down the stairs, and I stopped. So I'm here. I'm talking. You know how I said I was going to make that video series about INFJs. Do I need my glasses? I don't need my glasses. Oh no, I do. I do. I can't see. Oh, now I can see. I can see clearly now. The rank. Anyway, Johnny Nash. 1968. Was that Maggie? Details person. I'm a details person. INFJs are like that. They like the details. I can make this video series. That was the idea the other day, right? I make this video series about discussing whether INFJs are born or created. So, decided to make a channel. Asked one person for feedback. That's the little admin girl that used to work for us. And she said I should do it. I don't know. Maybe I should do it. Okay. So I guess I'm making another video, so maybe I'm doing it. Is this called procrastinating? Do INFJs do this? I think they do, right? I think so. But what I wanted to talk about today was I just had this little idea of a nugget. And I went researching as well to see. I looked up INFJ channels. I was like, should I do this or not? Does anyone do this? I don't know if they do. One video a day about an expose on an INFJ. Doesn't make sense, because an INFJ wouldn't do that. wouldn't go and sort of, deep dive on the feelings and talk about all of how did we get here. So maybe it will be interesting if I've got the balls to do this. It would be not typical of an INFJ to do this sort of to actually expose their own, So, it is, and this is going in a public forum, so I'm going to probably do so much, but maybe I won't go all the way. You know what I mean? Probably won't. I don't know. I'm trying to get that glare off the glasses. Anyway, so what I did a bit of research. Offering INFJs do that. Did a bit of research. INFJs, and there's this video there. INFJs born or made. It's like, oh shit, someone's already beat me to it. But I had a look, and it's not really. Yeah, this is more like I'm one. I'm going to talk about it. And what I'll say now, I think I've made my mind up that I'm not going to go into the comment section. I'm not going to read the comments. You can go in there and discuss things. I don't care. Talk amongst yourselves. That's fine. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to partake in that. So I guess that's probably an INFJ thing to do too. Not to talk about their own feelings. But the one bit that I wanted to bring up was being a details person, and I spoke probably in the last little episode there about starting to stand up at night and trying to work out for the next 3 months whether I'm going to be good or evil. And I saw in one of these videos that it was about a details person, and how I'm a details person. I collect details without realising it. Not quite to the super spy level where you can walk into a room and notice everything and then recall everything that everyone was wearing maybe and all that sort of thing, but pretty close to that. There's a lot of little things that I noticed on TV shows and stuff like that too. Car comes around the corner and it had different headlights than it had before. Bang, straight away I noticed that stuff. Oh, it just does my head in. But as a young, because a lot of this comes back to into are they born or created? Are we born or created? Excuse me, I'm just doing gum and I don't care. Don't care what you think, because I'm not going to play in the comments. I don't care. You can say what you like. And born or created, especially if you can go back to the younger stuff, you might have a chance of getting to the truth of that. And what I also wanted to say about that time, I mean, there's a bit of noise in the home back then. I was only young. Had one brother. He was 3 years younger than me. So he would have been anywhere between, well, at that house, would have been anywhere between 0 and 2, tops. So I had a younger brother. So apparently I learnt jiu-jitsu on him while I was sitting there watching Sesame Street one day. I was showing him Sesame Street. I had him sitting there in front of me and everyone thought, oh yeah, he's showing him Sesame Street. But really I had him in a rear naked choke on it. Was I threatened by my little younger brother? I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. But it probably is. But after this Starsky and Hutch thing, deciding whether I was going to be good or bad, good or evil, spending 3 months doing it, I couldn't get to sleep at night. And here's this thing for a little details thing. For a young kid, 3 years old, 4 years old, whatever, 5 tops. I'd lie in bed at night. And they say you count sheep. How did I know at that age that you count sheep, How did anyone... I'm not going to be going telling people I can't sleep. Somehow I knew that you count sheep when you can't sleep. Growing up in New Zealand, maybe we just all count sheep. I don't know. But I gave up on counting sheep because it wasn't working. There was no point. There was no meaning to it. So then I would work out how old I was in years. And that was pretty easy, Do that on one hand. And then I'd crunch that back into months and days. Still wasn't asleep. Then I'd crunch that back into hours and minutes and seconds. Now, look, to do seconds, there's a lot of mental, like a desktop thing that you need. Okay, I'll put that bit there, put that bit there, I'll add that bit over there, and I'll add them all together at the end. Because I wasn't a mathematician by any stretch of the imagination. But I'd be able to count up how many seconds old I was. Give myself about half an hour. I'd say, okay, in half an hour, and then I work out all these things, add them all together. And I knew how many seconds old I was. And I still wasn't asleep. But hey, I'm just saying. 3 or 4 or 5 year old kid. That's weird, right? No wonder I didn't have any friends. One thing that I had heard about, but I don't know, is that I did get sent to a psychologist at a very young age because they thought I didn't play well with other kids. That's probably an INFJ thing, for sure. And someone put a kibosh on it. I remember grandparents said, no, you don't want to be given labels. And I agree with that. I agree with that whole not giving labels thing. I mean, this INFJ stuff and MBTI personality systems, and they are just mechanisms to, come up with 16 boxes that you can sort of categorise people into. There's way more than, like, every INFJ is going to be different because everyone's different. There's a whole lot more layers of details on top of what INFJ is and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there, that at a very young age, I was right into the details of stuff, processing all the information. There was a bit of turmoil in the household. I did have a new brother. I was learning new jiu-jitsu and rear naked chokes. I think I learned that from Sesame Street. Might have been Snuffleupagus. I think I learned that from him. Anyway, I'm out. This is enough for today. I'll talk to you later.